Welcome back, friends, to Surviving the Daily. I hope everyone is surviving well. So today we're going to take a look at my EDC tool bag, and no, it's actually not the Maxpedition Beefy in front of you. This was where it all started, and I've since moved on and upgraded. And it was actually no failure of the Maxpedition Beefy itself. It's just for the fact that maybe it's more my failure for the fact that I just kept adding more and more stuff to it, and I outgrew it. It was becoming kind of like Tetris, trying to fit everything in, and I would need to take 5 items out just to get the one item I needed, and then I'd have to put all that back. So it was very inconvenient. I did end up moving on to, before I forget, I did end up turning this into a knife and watch maintenance kit. So definitely a good use for that. But I did move on from that to the Roaring Fire, and almost immediately I did end up regretting it. And again, not the failure of the bag itself. The bag is fine, but it was just did not work for me. And the biggest reason is to fit everything in that came from here to in here. I needed to separate the tool roll, and there's actually 2 tool rolls in one here. And so they are connected with a zipper, and for me to fit everything from the Maxpedition Beefy into here, I needed to separate it. And now I had 2 bags to keep track of, and that just wasn't working for me. I didn't like that. So I did move on just recently, and I want to say that I don't think I could be happier. Put that aside. I moved on to the Ryker tool organizer tool roll, and I found this on Amazon for $34.99. So it is 1000D Cordura, water resistant, oil resistant, and does come with a 3-year warranty. So you see it does have a couple of D-rings here for a shoulder strap, which it does not come with. We also have a handle here, and there's an additional handle like this on the inside so you can lift it up if need be. So let's take a look at the inside. You do have the 4 larger pockets and 2 smaller pockets. The smaller pockets do detach, so you can have smaller items in there. And they do have D-rings as well if you want to connect them to something. But that is the Ryker tool bag, tool organizer, tool roll. But if you just came here for the bag itself, that is the bag. If wow, look at that. That's something I didn't realize before. Cool. But if you are interested in what's inside of it, continue watching. Please, be my guest. So these 2 smaller ones. First one here, I have a Altoids tin with small items. As you can see, I have a magnet there, some Q-tips, some thread locker, a glue stick, and I have a small ratcheting bit driver, as well as some, looks like some safety clips or safety pins, a pair of tweezers, and a roll of thread, as well as some thermal paste for computer processors, super glue, and some small zip ties. So get this all back together, nice and neat. And again, that was one of the biggest problems with the Maxpedition Beefy, is I had a hard time trying to keep everything neat and organized and in the bag. So that's the first detachable bag. Second detachable bag, I have a small roll of duct tape, some happy looking duct tape, some mechanics wire, and as well as some electrical tape. And that is everything in that bag, in that little pocket. So in previous videos, when I reviewed this, people had asked me, why do I need this? Well, I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother. As a father, kids always need things fixed, whether it's their bikes or their computers or whatever. So this will fix most everything on a computer or a bike. As a son, my mom is elderly, and she's constantly needing things fixed in her apartment. She needs She's ordering things all the time and needs things put together. So again, most everything that she orders or needs fixed, I can fix with this tool bag. As a brother, my brother owns a three apartment building, and he'll call me if he needs something done. He needs a receptacle replaced, a light switch replaced, a doorknob fixed, or a door fixed. So 80 to 90% of everything that he calls me for, this right here will fix it. I've fixed, replaced a carburetor on a snowblower. I've replaced a pull recoil on a lawnmower. I've replaced several car batteries with this bag here. So again, most everything that I need to fix and do in my life, I can do with this. Even at work, if there's something that needs to be fixed at work, I can just grab this and it has 90% of what I need. So the first pocket here, I have, this is probably the most congested pocket, Fresnel lens. I have a tape measure, a headlamp. Apologize in advance that my words are not working well today. I have some zip ties, a large Sharpie, a precision lube pen, some sandpaper, some wire ties, a cheap flashlight that is in conjunction with the flashlight that's on my belt right now. I have some straight edges, metal straight edges, and a depth ruler, as well as a pen and pencil, a smaller click Sharpie. I love these click Sharpies, and a Velcro strap. And this one here, I love showing this off. This was my father's. It's actually a little drill, and it's great for drilling pilot holes or little tiny holes. And it's amazing how many times that this has come in handy in my lifetime. So I don't know how old it is, but definitely something I'm going to hang on to for a very long time and maybe pass on to my kids. Hopefully, if I don't lose it all. Oh. Next one here is my soldering iron, my non-contact electrical tester along with the battery for it, my non-contact thermometer, some solder, a wire stripper, a couple razor blades. Again, my words are not working for me today. A magnet, as well as a painter's pry tool, and you can pry open paint cans with that, and then as well as bottle openers. Apparently, people believe that painters are alcoholics because you constantly need bottle openers with your pry tools there. So, and also you have your larger pry bar there. One of the questions I have to keep asking myself, especially with this new bag here, is, and before I go into that, definitely pick yourself up a non-contact electrical tester. They call it a cheat stick for a reason, and they're not 100% accurate, but for the most part, they will tell you that if you had turned that breaker off, and definitely saved my bacon many times. I definitely, appreciate those being on the market, but I definitely recommend keeping the battery separate because you will drive yourself nuts from the beeping with a button being pushed constantly. But as I was saying, one of the biggest questions I have to keep asking myself is, do I need bigger tools than this? And I mean, I do have a smaller wrench here and smaller screwdrivers in here. Do I need to add bigger ones? Because I have the space now, and that is one of the biggest issues I've had with this, is that I kept upgrading, putting bigger tools in this and more tools. So do I do the same thing here and eventually outgrow this? I don't know. It's pretty well complete the way I have it, but I do have a pair of medical shears here that I did pick up in the garden center of a store. So I guess they are garden shears, not medical shears. A regular pair of scissors, a double-sided screwdriver, a couple Husky screwdrivers, precision screwdrivers. You have all sorts of bits inside. Another couple small screwdrivers, an eyeglass screwdriver, ratcheting, and you can put that there if you need the extra length. And again, do I need a bigger screwdriver and replace this? That's a good question. I also have another smaller screwdriver, and this always the name always escapes me on these. It'll come to me, but this is great for holding wires or whatever else you need. And some more bits, as well as some Silcock keys. It's gonna drive me nuts. Last but not least, in this one here, I have my emergency duct tape, which I do have a bigger roll in my truck, so this is just in case. And crescent wrench, as well as a wire cutter. A couple of vice grips. Smaller. Again, do I need to get rid of this and add this? I don't know. I do have, again, a smaller one, as well as my Nipex. These are the 125s. I have this in here just for, in particularly the pliers, but you also have a knife and just about every other little tool you can think of. Don't go down there. And I have some screws, nuts, bolts, assortment of them. And now the biggest reason why I had to move out of the Maxpedition Beefy is this Icon bit driver set. And if you have not gotten one yet, I definitely recommend it. They are well worth the money. They are expensive. I believe they're $40 at Harbor Freight. But what you can do with them is kind of amazing. You can turn it into a T-handle. Got a longer screwdriver, as well as a ratcheting driver. Now pick up some small 1/4-inch sockets off of Amazon, and you can turn this into a mini ratchet. So definitely well worth the money, especially in conjunction with a small socket set. But again, the biggest reason why I moved out of the Maxpedition Beefy. So that there is my EDC toolkit, and this does not obviously ride on my person all day, every day. This is in my truck, well within easy reach, and first thing I grab if I need to fix something. But let me know down in the comments if you think I should start upgrading the tools to bigger tools. Let me know if you think this is just a fun pile of crap and don't really need it, or if you have any questions or comments about any of the items that are in it. But as always, I appreciate everyone watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and I will see you next time.